Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. The boxing roll-up. Jaron, Ennis and Abdullah Mason. Boy, I could talk about them guys forever, man, because there's something special about Boots, something special about Abdullah, and they are emerging as a future of boxing. You can disagree with me all you want. You can argue till you're blue in the face. How about this? I'll argue back with you till I'm blue in the face. Jaron, Ennis, and Abdullah Mason. They're the future, man. Every era, new stars are needed. Terence Crawford said, yo, I'm up and away. He got the hell up out of boxing. Said, I'm just tired. But he's doing a pretty good job as a commentator. But as a result, man, things have opened up. And for years, grab my water. Boxing revolved around names like Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao, Canelo, and, Terence Crawford. But you got to look ahead, okay? Because those guys can't be around forever. And there are two names that keep coming up. Water jumping all out my goddamn mouth. But two names keep coming up. And that's Jaron Ennis and Abdullah Mason. And for obvious reasons. Because they can fight. But, fortunately, both of them just fought within a week of each other. So we got a chance to really see them up close. And I'm just telling you, me as an observer, I just see some shared qualities, man. The high boxing IQ, the offensive creativity. I see the calmness under pressure from both of them, confidence without appearing overwhelmed by the spotlight. And they're willing to engage and take risks. And that is very important, man. And they're doing this against quality opposition. So you got to put some respect on their name. Now, many believe Ennis is already a pound-for-pound great. Some saying number one, number two. I don't know about all that. But I do think he's a pound-for-pound great. And as time goes on, we're going to see just how great he is and if he deserves that number one spot. But some people have him as number two. I think they have, anyway, number one, him as number two. Yeah, then number 3 and 4, Usyk has fallen off, so he's heavyweight, so people say he shouldn't be on there. But after that, it's kind of up for grabs, but Abdullah Mason's making his way. But I'm going to say this, man. Ennis, again, proving that he belongs with the elite, and Mason is viewed as one of the brightest young champions in the sport at the age of, I think he's 23 now. Yeah, he just had a birthday. But the biggest challenge to me is not talent. I think it's consistency, sustained excellence over many years. I think will help those guys out, but they got to do it against increasingly difficult opposition. They say the cream rises to the top, but you got to continue moving up the ladder. So as if you want yourself to be seen as the cream that's rising to the top, well, you got to keep moving up the ladder and increasing the level of opposition. And that way, all three of those kind of categories are commensurate with each other. If not, people are going to see you as cherry picking and everything falls apart. But right now, Ennis, Abdullah Mason, them dudes is up and away right now. And I'm looking forward to see what the future holds. Now, somebody who's kind of moved down the ladder, and, I'm looking at him a little bit different now, is Derrick James. He tried to address the criticism about Errol Spence having a bad training camp and stuff like that going into the Terence Crawford fight. But, Derrick James, to me, he had Anthony Joshua, he had Jermell Charlo. He was spread kind of thin, but he keeps bringing up Errol Spence and having kids his kids running around and some other fighters' kids running around in the gym. And my thing is, man, don't come out here alibi and making excuses. You know what I mean? You the captain of that shit. Take some accountability, man. See, that's the shit where, I start having these flashbacks to, what I used to do before I retired. Ain't nothing like a leader who comes out here making motherfucking excuses. Bum-ass motherfucker. Nah. It ain't Errol Spence's fault. It ain't nobody else in that gym's fault. That's your gym. You the trainer. You the boss. You the leader. Shut the fuck up and take accountability. You could have told Spence and them guys, hey, this is what it's going to be. You could have sit there and tried to figure something else out with them other two fighters. But you don't come here now with the biggest fight of your career as a trainer and the biggest fight of Errol Spence's career. And you allow that man to go in there, man, with a less than lackluster preparation for a beast like Crawford. And then you make excuses. Fuck out of here. So yeah, I lost respect for that dude. I don't give a fuck what he has to say. I don't care. And you got to understand, no one can make me understand that. You got to understand my background, man. I'm stupid when it comes to that shit. So don't bring that conversation to me. When your people have wins, you give them the credit. But when they have failures, you own that shit as the leader, man. Fuck out of here. You get out of here. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about that dude no more. Look, them black glasses on, looking like Blake, man. What an ass. Come out here making excuses, man. Get out of here. You don't want to be out. You want to be out here managing this complex, multi-world class boxer gym? Well, then fucking manage it. You want to do that simultaneously? Well, fucking manage it. Stop making excuses, man. Apologize for the profanity. Hey, what's in me is in me when it comes to this shit, when it comes to leadership. So, fuck it. I don't care. Now, on to something more positive. A hood champion will continue talking nice. Adrien Wilson, making history, man. She is the truth. I'm telling you, man. I just think she needs to be out there even more, man, for the people who don't follow basketball to learn more about her, man. As a Time 100 sports honoree, that's a big deal. Huge deal, man. She's also become the first black WNBA player since Candace Parker in 2011 to receive her own signature sneaker. She's just up and away, doing great things inside the ring, outside the ring. And I just think for many observers, the milestone represents continued progress in the visibility and marketability of women's basketball. And I think every single female athlete across any sport can benefit from sitting down and really observing Adrien Wilson and seeing what she's done to make history of what makes her so great. Because in women's boxing, the women ain't getting it right. They ain't getting it right. None of them. Follow Adrien Wilson, and I bet things will start to come together for you. Now, Agit Kabayel. My boy went back to Germany, man. He's the WBC heavyweight champion now. Treated him like a hero, man. His profile has dramatically risen in and outside of his home country of Germany. But they loving him, man. If they could, they make a Agit Kabayel schnitzel. They would eat that MF, you know what I mean? They love him in Germany. But I tell you what, man, heavyweight champions often become national sporting icons. And Kabayel's success has generated significant pride amongst the German and Kurdish fans. Right now, just whether he can defend that title against the division's best. Who's going to put duck sauce on the fried rice and avoid him and build a champion reign worthy of long-term recognition? I already think he's been getting ducked. And now we're just going to see, what's going to happen in real time because there's several belts that have been relinquished by Usyk. Kabayel picked up one. Let's see who's going to get in that ring with Kabayel. He'll have mandatory, but let's see who's going to get in that ring with him. Because Kabayel is a beast. Now, talking about somebody else being a beast. And let me watch what I say, right? Because I don't want to get carried away. I'll just say, no, I'm going to say David Benavidez's wife. She's a beast for coming out making a statement about her and David Benavidez and calling off the engagement. Now, I don't have nothing disrespectful to say about her or him. That's their business. But this is the thing I don't like. Whether it's the man, whether it's the woman, if you got something personal going on and y'all separating, whatever, don't put that shit out there on the internet, man. Keep your personal business to yourself. Now, if it's something great, still keep that to yourself. But put the positive stuff out if you're going to put anything. But to me, just don't put nothing out. But to come out there and talk about it, he's had these struggles for a while and he's this and that. And I'm like, what is she talking about? Now, what happens? People start speculating. Is he still doing coke? Is it alcohol? Is it this, trauma from his dad being so hard on him as a kid? He still see himself as a fat boy. What is it? I just think it's really unfortunate, man, because they ended their engagement. And as a result of her putting the business out there, it's fueled online discussion. Look, even her champion's talking about it. But I ain't going to be disrespectful. That ain't my style. I just think this could create distractions, especially playing up publicly. He has all those children, small children with her. It's just really sad. But I tell you what, he's either going to be even more of a beast in that ring or he's gonna fall off. Because you could tell he cared about that woman. He cared about his kids. I don't know what direction things are going to go. I don't know what's going on with him. I wish the best for him, for her, for those children, but I would tell him to be careful getting in that ring with the Osmo and Jaya Pattaya. You may want to just leave him alone now because Jaya Pattaya ain't gonna sit there and feel sorry for nobody. He gonna come in there guns blazing if they make that fight sooner than later. But, shit like this does affect athletes' careers, man. And some competitors channel personal adversity into stronger performances. Others need time to regain their focus. Only David Benavidez and his team knows how this is going to play out and how this chapter will influence all of his preparations moving forward. I'll just say, best wishes to David Benavidez and his family, but just don't put your personal shit out there. The internet doesn't care. These people don't love y'all. They don't love y'all. They don't care. Don't give us nothing. Keep that shit to yourself. Now, Gervonta Davis. We all know Gervonta Davis gets busy, but he came out and said, man, he wouldn't let none of his kids box. He said he'd give them a big hug and tell them no. But that sentiment is not uncommon amongst boxers. Most boxers say they don't want the kids to fight. They say, nah. They know what it is, does to them physically, does to them mentally, does to them emotionally, does to them spiritually. And they says too many sacrifices. The training, the punishment, the injuries, the pressure, the uncertainty, the money issues and shit, trust issues. They just want the children to pursue a different path. And they still support the decisions that they ultimately make, but they'll always push them a different path. But if they want to box, eventually they'll support him. But Gervonta, he's another fighter that's like, nah, not for my kids. Now, you got this guy, Murat Gassiev, WBA heavyweight champion. He is now fighting someone named Eater Kadiru or something. And I'll just say this. Nobody cares. Next, Terence Moana. He returns to the ring back out there in Australia, August 12th. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. He's fighting an American DeAndre Savage. And Terence Moana, look, I got to look into this DeAndre Savage, but Terence Moana needs to step up the competition, man. He built a reputation for his aggressiveness, for his power. He wants to go on. He wants, after this fight, I think he'll be 12-0 with 12 knockouts if he gets another knockout. But the emphatic victories are great. But it's time to elevate the competition if he wants to elevate his standing amongst the heavyweight prospects that we're watching. So he's got to elevate the opponent selection as well, because you're getting the knockouts and we're watching you, but hey, Terence Moana, who you knocking out? Now, Terence Crawford, the Omaha, Nebraska's finest. Put the Omaha bing-bings on you. Let me tell you, Terence Crawford don't realize that he's pretty good at doing commentary. And he got a lot of praise for his work behind that microphone. Let me tell you, his ass is not coming back. Terence Crawford ain't coming back to that damn boxing ring. He's got great technical insight, calm analysis. People got to see and listen and say, yo, this man can talk, he's articulate, he knows boxing, and he's funny. You get to see a different side instead of Crawford just walking around all the time, face all balled up, looking like an NWA and shit. In NWA, Nebraska, no gooder with an attitude and shit. But some supporters are just looking just like I am, and they're like, yo, this man could be getting deep into that broadcasting and could really consume a significant part of his future. I think so. But I tell you what, he done found some shit he can do and have fun with it, especially if he has good company. Sean Porter, Tim Bradley, Crawford and Tim Bradley. What a combination. Two characters. That's like the goddamn Dean and AB, a boxing right there. Let them two come out there and do their commentating. But as far as people hoping to see him compete again, that shit's ship sailed. Crawford done found something he likes. In addition to it being a family man, that man done found something he likes. He ain't putting on no more gloves, especially if they could pay him. I don't know what he'll get. He lock in a little 5-year contract or something. That man, shit, Crawford ain't returning to no damn ring. Now, talk about somebody who may need to, if maybe not return, but go somewhere. Adrien Broner needs to go get help. He needs to go get help. Adrien Broner's going to die. All right? I'm just putting it out there. Adrien Broner's going to die. Now, if he's drinking alcohol like that every day, and not eating healthy. That McDonald's and Burger King and French fry, and that shit is the worst. Get in there, blend up your seasonings, man. Season some food, cook. Don't be eating this fast food bullshit. Get healthy. But I'm telling you, man, that clip, that last clip I saw, you know they put out them little clips, 20, 30-second clips. If he really, his body's rejecting things or shutting down, he need to go get help, man. That motherfucker, Adrien Broner's gonna die. And when I think about that, it make me sad just to see him like that. Now, if he's acting, damn good actor. Get that motherfucker in Hollywood. Roll out the red carpet. Pop goddamn champagne. Because eat hors d'oeuvres. Because I had never seen nobody, man, put on a performance that convincingly to make me believe they're really acting. That is not real. Well, I'm lying. Leonardo DiCaprio, when he played Birdie, whatever, and What's Eating Gilbert Grape, where they had the big fat mom and shit, when he played the kid with Down syndrome, I thought he really had Down syndrome. I didn't know who the hell he was. I was like, yo, that kid with Down syndrome is a great actor. It's fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Nothing, just playing like he had Down syndrome. So maybe we got what's going on with Adrien Broner, or What's Eating Gilbert Grape type shit, where, you know, he's playing like he's a little bit Sesame Street when there really ain't nothing wrong with his ass. But if in fact there is something going on with him, yo, he gonna die, people. Go get help. It ain't worth it. Make me sad knowing this man have all them kids that he love. He's always been about his children. Always. Always. Even back when he like, Dad, brush my hair. That man, whenever he talk about his kids, that man love his kids. But don't fuck up yourself. You can't find strength in nothing, find it in your children. Get your ass clean. You know what I mean? Nobody's saying to change your little personality. Your personality is your personality. You're funny. You out there. You out there crazy. Nothing wrong with that. But cut out the fucking alcohol and the unhealthy lifestyle. I'm telling you that Adrien Broner's going to die. Something going with that liver, with them kidneys or something, his heart. He's fucked. He's fucked. Can't be doing drugs, man. Can't be drinking alcohol and eating unhealthy food. It looked like some days he's in the gym, some days he's not, but you don't have a healthy lifestyle, you're doing all that bullshit. What you think's going to happen? You ain't adding years to your life. Maybe losing inches on your dick too. So, you know, you definitely don't want that, man. So get your shit together, man. Because everybody got concerns for Adrien Broner, you know what I'm saying? Everyone knows him, recognizable personality, man. But he got to prioritize his health and well-being. He's got to. And he ain't never getting back in that boxing ring. Not like this. He ain't never getting back in that boxing ring. So don't believe these bullshit videos people are putting out. He ain't no boxing for no Adrien Broner. Maybe one of his ambitions, but right now he got to get his personal, professional life together before he can even think about trying to get in the ring and put the bing-bings on somebody. That being said, man, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans all 7 continents. I'm about to be out for a while, so drop this video on y'all. Y'all have a good day. Be positive. Healthy living, man. Healthy lifestyle. Laugh a whole lot, too. I'm in the breeze.